This is Brother Dan Bartlett with the Maine Freemasons newsletter for May 2025. Shift gears without burning out. Man therapy, difficult transitions. Man therapy, difficult transitions. We finally have some warmer weather around the state, and I'm liking it. Flowers are blooming at the office in Holden, so I can only assume other parts of the state are experiencing the same result, though some of our more northern brethren may not be quite there yet. No matter where you are, get out and enjoy the weather when you can. It's good for the mind and the soul. Maine Rainbow is looking forward to welcoming you to the 75th annual session of the Grand Assembly of Maine. The informal opening is Friday, May 16th at 6:30 at Cora Shrine in Lewiston. Please come out and support Maine Rainbow. From the Grand Lodge office, attending Grand Lodge annual session, make sure you have your dues card with you. It makes checking in fairly painless. If the master and both wardens of the lodge are not attending and the elected proxy is, make sure you, the proxy, have your dues card and the signed proxy form with the lodge seal affixed. Also, if you are attending and you paid for a lunch, make sure to pick up your lunch ticket or tickets when you check in. A tip of the cap to Brother Jay Sutter of Tremont Lodge number 77 in Southwest Harbor, who at 98 years of age has served as the lodge treasurer for nearly 25 years. Jay doesn't miss a lodge meeting, a Hancock County Shrine Club meeting, or a Bangor Dyslexic Center board meeting. A World War II vet, he is an inspiration to many in the Bangor-Ellsworth MDI area. Just sitting in lodge with this hardy brother is an inspiration. Thank you, Jay, for all that you do. The Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund Wall That Heals will be in Maine, sponsored by the American Legion District Number 4. The monument will be on display from Thursday, July 3rd to Sunday, July 6th at the Narrow Gauge Cinema Complex in Farmington. For details, there is a link on the printed version, and volunteers are needed. If you would like to help, there is also a link for a volunteer sign-up page. If your lodge would like to donate to this cause, you can also use a portion of your matching grant funds. Upcoming events, May 6th, obviously, Tuesday, the 206th Annual Communication of the Grand Lodge will open at Anna Shrine in Bangor. Info has been sent to all the lodges and permanent members, and on a side note, the Grand Lodge office will be closed Monday through Wednesday. June 21st, Margaretta Days in Machias. Freemasons will be parading and joining in this event that commemorates the first naval battle of the Revolutionary War. Please plan to join us. July 4th weekend, the Wall That Heals, the traveling replica of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, will be in Farmington. August 16th, a Saturday, at 6 p.m., Hadlock Field will watch the Sea Dogs take on the Somerset Patriots. Like last year, a picnic before the game. Stay tuned for the details. And September 20th, the Grand Masters class to join Scottish Rite and Shrine on the same day will be at Anna Shrine in Bangor. Lunch and dinner and a whole lot of fellowship in between. Stay tuned for more info, but mark your calendar. From the Grand Master, greetings, brethren. As you read this, we are merely days away from the annual communication, a time when we come together to cement the bonds of our Masonic brotherhood. One way we spread that cement that unites us is the response to the annual Black Hat Challenge. This year, we are not setting a predetermined dollar amount on the challenge. Rather, we are asking for 100% participation from the lodges in this grand jurisdiction. We have a generous supporter who will match our fundraising effort if we can reach that level of commitment. Any amount your lodge can contribute will count towards this goal. Let's show the brethren of this state our continued support in their time of need. Envelopes were sent to every lodge in the state, and we will have envelopes available on Tuesday at Anna Shrine. Please give as so far as you can without injury to yourself. From the trenches. I was really fortunate this past week to attend the stated meeting at Tremont Lodge in Southwest Harbor. I don't get down there as often as I used to, but I was richly rewarded this time. First, it was a beautiful afternoon, so it was a great ride down to the island, and since I lived there for nearly 20 years, it is always a trip down memory lane. I knew there was a 50-year Veterans Medal presentation scheduled, which motivated me to make the trip. Brother Jim Wagstaff was raised in April 1975 in Massachusetts and affiliated with Tremont Lodge 30 years ago in 1995, 5 years before I would knock on that lodge door. As I walked into the dining room, I was greeted by the brethren already there enjoying a pizza. After some sea stories, Jim is a fellow U.S. Coast Guard retiree, we adjourned to the lodge room. I was asked if I would sit in the east as our master could not attend, and I gladly accepted. For me, sitting in the east in that lodge is one of the most heartwarming places I can be. Many of the most impactful things I've done in the past 25 years have sprung from that lodge, and every time I sit in that chair, I am reminded of where it all began. I have been blessed to sit in the east in many lodges around the state, and have sat in the Grand East and presided over the annual session of the Grand Lodge twice. And while those are treasured memories, I have yet to find a place as comfortable and fulfilling as that particular chair in that lodge. I have sat in that lodge with true Masons like Herm Savage, Tom Smith, Steve Brown, Andy Mays, and many more. While they are no longer on this earth, they all taught me so much more than ritual. The truly wonderful part of this is I'm just one of thousands of Masons who have this same type of story, just with different names and locations. We presented Brother Wagstaff with his 50-year medal, and I offered him the opportunity to speak. He spoke of regretting he wasn't a better Mason by being more involved in the lodge and how much he appreciated all of us being there. Then he said something that has stuck with me since, and it is great advice for all of us. He said his father, a devoted Mason himself, told him when he joined the fraternity 50 years ago that he might not always be able to go to lodge, but he should always be a good Mason. It doesn't get much simpler than that. Many can't always get to lodge or be as involved, but regardless of your time commitment to the fraternity, you can always be a good Mason. As we address the business of the fraternity this coming Tuesday, may we all check our egos at the door, keep our passions within due bounds, vote for the good and harmony of the whole fraternity, and just be good Masons. I look forward to seeing those of you who journey to Bangor, and please don't hesitate to stop me and say hello. That, my brothers, is the best part of this whole thing. From the executive director of the Maine Masonic Charitable Foundation, we all have choices to make. Many years ago, the former owner of one of the companies my employer acquired would come visit the corporate office. Every time he joined us, he was such a pleasure to see. One day, one of my coworkers asked him what his secret was, and he answered, "Every day when I wake up, I remind myself that I have a choice. I can choose to have a good day or a bad day. Every day I choose to have a good day and help others do the same." I have remembered that piece of wisdom for well over 30 years now. For those of you doing the math, please stop. Yes, my professional career spans over almost 4 decades. Time is flying. I have been with the foundation for 6 years now. Since I truly believe that positivity matters, and even though I don't ask myself these questions every day, I do ask them often. Am I going to have a good day or a bad day? Quite frankly, in my opinion, there is only one choice. And number 2, do I like the work I am doing for the foundation, and am I making a difference? And since the answer to that 2-part question is a resounding yes, the trustees and I keep moving forward. As I look to the future for the foundation, I am excited. We have a chance to make a real difference for so many people here in Maine and for the fraternity. That is exhilarating. The challenge is how to share this excitement, how to overcome what is known as negativity bias. Negativity bias, also known as the negativity effect, is the notion that even when of equal intensity, things of a more negative nature, such as an unpleasant thought, emotion, or social interaction, and harmful or traumatic events, have a greater effect on one's psychological state and processes than a neutral or positive thing. Negativity bias can prevent organizations from innovating and taking necessary risks. When you think about it, that is powerful knowledge to have, As we all navigate through the events of our lives, we do have choices, which reminds me of the proverb, "Be careful what you think, because your thoughts run your life." I am excited about the Legacy EHR Park project. The project will span many years and is meant to be both an educational and fundraising opportunity. With over 5 million passersby annually, the park will provide visitors with the opportunity to learn more about American history, many significant events in the state of Maine's history, and the important part Masons played in most, if not all of them. It will also serve as a place to honor and remember Masons from the past and present, and provide future generations with a chance to do the same. The goal is that over the next decade, the park will provide over $6 million in new fundraising opportunity from both inside and, more importantly, outside of the fraternity. It will provide a destination for students in Maine to experience history outside the classroom and increase awareness in all the Foundation and Masons do in Maine. To learn more about the Legacy EHR Park project, call the Executive Director. And last but certainly not least, remember, brethren, we are all part of something much bigger than ourselves. We are Freemasons. Live honorably every day. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and be proud of your membership in this great organization of good and civil men.